Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. And on Fridays, it doubles as Thought for Shabbat. We're so glad you're here with us. A water bearer in India had two large pots, each hung on the end of a pole, which he carried across his neck. One of the pots had a crack in it, and while the other pot was perfect and always delivered a full portion of water at the end of a long walk from the stream to the master's house, the cracked pot arrived only half full. For 2 full years, this went on daily, with the bearer delivering only 1.5 pots full of water to the master's house. Of course, the perfect pot was proud of its accomplishments, perfect to the end for which it was made. But the poor cracked pot was ashamed of its own imperfection and miserable that it was able to accomplish only half of what it had been made to do. After 2 years of what it perceived to be a bitter failure, it spoke to the water bearer one day from the stream. "I'm ashamed of myself, and I want to apologize to you," said the cracked pot. "Why?" asked the bearer. "What are you ashamed of?" "I've been able for these past 2 years to deliver only half my load, because this crack in my side causes water to leak out all the way back to your master's house. Because of my flaws, you have to do all of this work, and you don't get full value for your efforts," the pot said. The water bearer felt sorry for the old cracked pot, and in his compassion he said, "As we return to the master's house, I want you to notice the beautiful flowers along the path." Indeed, as they went up the hill, the old cracked pot took notice of the sun warming the beautiful wild flowers on the side of the path, and this cheered it some. But at the end of the trail, it still felt bad because it had leaked out half of its load, and so again it apologized to the bearer for its failure. The bearer said to the pot, "Did you notice that there were flowers only on your side of the path, but not the other pot's side? That's because I have always known about your flaw, and I took advantage of it. I planted flower seeds on your side of the path, and every day while we walk back from the stream, you've watered them. For 2 years I've been able to pick these beautiful flowers to decorate my master's table. Without you being just the way you are, he would not have had this beauty to grace his house." We must own our own faults, and only from them can beautiful flowers grow. Sometimes we have to repair the crack, and other times we can use it to our advantage. But oftentimes it takes another person to help point the direction of how we might turn these aspects of our lives around. Think of the thing that you did that you most dislike about yourself. Is there any way to turn that fault into a virtue? Can you water the soil with it instead of beating yourself up because of it? Can you think of someone with whom you would feel comfortable guiding you along your growth path? Now's the time. We've got nothing but time as we sit in our homes and contemplate the meaning of life. This is an existential moment in every way as we think about life and death, as we think about what it means to be who we are. And it requires us to be honest with ourselves, to have self-awareness, to try and improve that which needs improving, to accept that which we cannot, and to guide ourselves to make virtue out of that which seems less than virtuous. To try and figure out how to take our faults, if you will, and turn them into strengths. But we have to be aware of them, we have to understand them, and then we can work through them. On Shabbat, we envision the world as we'd like it to be. Let's envision ourselves as we'd like ourselves to be. Shabbat Shalom. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.